going to the tomb, rolled back the stone and sat on it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothes were white as snow. The guards were so afraid of him that they shook and became like dead men. The angel said to the women, "Do not be afraid, for I know you are looking for Jesus who was crucified. He is not here. He is risen, just as he said. Come and see the place where he lay. Then go quickly and tell his disciples, he has risen from the dead and is going ahead of you into Galilee. There you will see him. Now I have told you." So the women hurried away from the tomb, afraid, yet filled with joy, and ran to tell his disciples. Suddenly Jesus met them. "Greetings," he said. They came to him and clasped his feet and worshipped him. And then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers to go to Galilee, and there they will see me." You know, as I've been this week, I just searched the scriptures to see how each gospel writer portrays the resurrection of Christ. It's wonderful. It's interesting to see the different facts that the different ones include. I like the book of John. He's sure to tell you that when Mary came back with the news of the angels and that his body was gone, that him and Peter took off running to the tomb. I like how John includes in his gospel that he ran faster than Peter and that he got there first. Of course, John says the disciples that Jesus loved. And he got there to the tomb first, but then he's honest to say he was afraid to go in. And Peter goes in. Other gospel writers tell about the two on the road to Emmaus, how they were traveling, how they were so disturbed within them of all the things that had happened, and Jesus himself came and walked among them. And Jesus explained through the scriptures all the things that he must suffer. And explained, going through the whole scriptures from Moses to the Psalms to the prophets, explaining how he had fulfilled the prophecies. And when their eyes were open and they realized it was him, he was gone from their sight. How he appeared before 10. And then later we're told he appeared to Thomas as well in the 11th. It's so interesting, all the different facts that come together. The gospel writers mention different women. No doubt they were supposed to meet at the tomb. And so they came and they met at the tomb. And I got to thinking, and John in fact even says, in John 20 verse 18, he says, Mary Magdalene went to the disciples with the news. I have seen the Lord. With the news. And I got to thinking, Lord, how will people understand it better? Like the news. So we've prepared something today that perhaps you will understand a little better. Welcome to the set of Good Morning Judea. Hello, my name is Rebecca Rosenstock, and this is Good Morning Judea. Our show is filmed in front of a live studio audience from Long Distance Studio, so for those of you at home, just sit back and enjoy the show. Alright, so, it's right after the Passover season, and I must say that today is a lovely Sunday morning. Spring is in the air, even though it doesn't feel like it at this exact moment, but you all know what that means. The markets are going to have their extended hours starting soon, the farmers are going to start planting, and the children are going to start itching for the freedom and fun of summer. But today we are bringing you a special story that occurred recently. And although everything came to pass last Friday, we're just able to bring you the story now. So, we are taking you live with our on-site reporter, Earl. Are you there, Earl?
leader, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, was sentenced to death. The Sabbath, of course, you know, it pushed back our coverage of the story. On this lovely Sunday morning, you know, we can finally bring you the report. The death sentence was very unexpected, so much so that the tomb that's behind me was donated. You know, the person who donated it was unwilling to release their name. The Roman guards are guarding the tomb against any, you know, religious activists. You can't see them now; they're off patrolling around. We're really grateful that the Roman army has let us get in this close to the tomb to do our cover story. A few moments ago, I was able to interview one of Christ's followers, Mary. She was here to, you know, just complete the embalming process because the Sabbath came in way too quickly for them. So, I mean, she was here and she went off to go get more supplies.
Hello, this is Earl E. Morning with the interview. I have an exclusive interview with one of Jesus Christ's followers. Mary, what are you doing here today?
We are here to finish the embalming process of Jesus Christ's burial.
Now, he's already in the tomb, you know, sealed in. Is there really much you can do?
We are just here to finish off the spices due to it being such a rushing passing with Jesus Christ, with the crucifixion, that we're here just to finish off.
And how are you going to get into the tomb?
We hope to associate with the guards and try to work our way in.
Okay. Are they just going to let you in, or are they going to, like, walk in with you, chain you in there, you know?
No, they are here to walk us through into the tomb and show us the body as we finish the process.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mary.
This is Earl E. Morn reporting live from the H.E. Rose Cemetery. Back to you, Rebecca.
Formative piece. I know that we don't usually cover religious stories like that here on Good Morning Judea, but if you've been keeping up with the Jesus movement at all, you know that the events of last Friday were quite the center of controversy. Mr. Christ had been traveling all across the nation, teaching and gathering followers for about the past 3 years. Many of his teachings were beneficial and gentle in regards to religion, but the high priest and Sanhedrin found some of his teachings to be quite blasphemous. Some of Christ's teachings included that he was the Son of God and that he would raise himself from the dead. And that didn't happen, as we all know. But on Friday, Christ was brought before several leaders in the community, both religious and Roman, due to jurisdiction disputes. But he was finally sentenced to death on Friday. He was crucified in the Roman faction, and it was reported that he died on the cross before the day was complete. He was then taken away and buried. His friends, family, and followers disbanded, and the religious leaders were able to see the radical religious revival movement brought to a quick finish. Wait, we seem to be getting some breaking news from Earl out in the field. He's still at the cemetery, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, but we are going live to Earl. Earl, are you there? Earl, what's going on?
Get the camera up. Start recording. Oh, I have no idea what just happened. I mean, a huge earthquake. I mean, all the guards, they just seem to be laying on the ground like unconscious. And, you know, I don't know if you'll believe me or not, but I just saw a guy walk out of there.
He's alive!
A glowing guy. Oh, I don't know if you'll believe this. Jesus Christ is not in there. Back to you.
Earl. I don't know exactly what to say. We seem to have lost our connection with Earl. As you all saw, it seems that something very out of the ordinary has just happened with this Jesus Christ. And we here at Good Morning Judea will continue to bring you late-breaking developments in the story. But until we can get back our connection with Earl, we're just going to have to take a commercial break. So stay tuned and we'll be right back.
And he walked away and he just disappeared. I have no idea what just happened. You screwed this up, didn't you, Nicole?
Dude, it's a lie.
Earthquakes!
Someone screamed. There's dead people in there. Come on.
Both y'all be Hello, Mary, how are you today?
Very good. Yep.
You're very good. Your radical religious leader has been killed, and you're very...
I think someone donated matzo ball soup, so they're off, warming themselves up.
Record. Action.
This is early morning.